Working across cultures. 3. Managing international teams. Track 7.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Business Time with me, Steve Langley. On tonight's programme, we'll be talking about managing and working in international teams from a cultural perspective. I'm joined by tonight's guests Julie D'Angelo, business psychologist and author of the best-selling book Business in Mind, and an old friend of the programme and cultural expert, Dale Hawkins. Hello, Julie, and welcome back, Dale.
Hello, Steve, and thank you for having me.
Hello again, Steve.
Well, I guess we should start by saying that international team working is becoming increasingly common, not only with teams of mixed nationalities in the same location, but also in virtual teams. This could involve a group of individuals based all over the world who rarely communicate face-to-face. Businesses really need to think about the potential problems as well as benefits attached to this way of working. Could I ask you both, what are the important points to consider when putting together or working with international teams? Julie.
Well, Steve, one thing to bear in mind right at the start is actually the way a team is seen in different cultures. In some parts of the world, a team is composed of so-called specialists, each with clearly defined roles and responsibilities. Whereas in other cultures, individual roles are much less clearly defined and responsibility is shared.
Interesting.
Yes, that's right. And of course, whether team members expect tasks to be very clearly set out by the manager or team leader, or if team members are expected to use their own initiative. This means there may be very different ideas about roles and attitudes to things like empowerment.
I see. But how could this cause problems?
Well, for example, the competitive nature of some teams may mean giving individuals praise for particular things they've done. This is a recognised way of motivating people. However, in a more collective culture, praising an individual may be less acceptable, as it's felt that the whole team takes either the praise or the blame for things. There may also be another difference, as some cultures tend to give financial rewards for achievement, whereas others value loyalty more highly.
Yes, Del, in more collective cultures, asking for assistance or seeking advice from another team member, whether you truly need it or not, is a way to build team spirit, solidarity and unity. Also, from a psychological point of view, this idea of group responsibility is important. In some cultures, a team member with a problem will consult another colleague for advice or assistance, whereas in other cultures, they will go straight to their boss.